to the very first edition of Cooking with Bane. Hey, Bane's breakfast. I'm going to be cooking something nutritious and delicious. We have several things prepared for us today. First off, some lovely baby spinach. It's not fully matured yet. Right for the picking. We have some kale. Nutritious powerhouse. Packed with vitamins and minerals. Important start to anybody's day, I assure you. Also have some spicy pepper. It may fool you, but too much of this, and it shall be our anus's reckoning. Also have some nice little heirloom tomatoes. They're small, sweet, succulent. Add flavor, lycopene, other vitamins. Delicious. To wrap it all together, we also, some nice avocado you're putting on top of that. A lovely multigrain tortilla, rich in fiber, making sure that when it does finally come to pass, it passes smoothly and regular. All this shall be constructed. We'll do a nice little hybrid egg white and egg omelette. We use one heirloom egg to spotted. Delicious. We'll mix that with approximately third cup of egg whites. Add about another 2 eggs to it so you get your 3 egg omelette. But without all that nasty cholesterol, it will clog your heart. It's no good. Finally, what would breakfast be without bacon? But keep things simple with turkey bacon. It is equally delicious, 96% fat-free, rich in protein. On top of that with some lovely Sichuan pepper. It's a little different from normal pepper, not quite the spice profile. That's a nice little numbing sensation to the tongue. They call it mala. It is delicious. A supposed non-stick pan. I don't quite believe it, so we will be using oil. As mentioned, turkey bacon. I like to coat it in Szechuan pepper. Make sure it is even, but abundant. Or you want to feel the spice, feel the heat, get the flavor. Do it once, and flip, and flip, and flip. And then more pepper. Yes. Remember, more pepper the better. Now's not the time for fear. Might come later. I don't know. Probably not. Now, I like to bake the bacon. Kind of eases up on the cooking process. You don't have to worry about it and keep looking at the bacon, assuming it might burn or something. So what we're gonna do is set the oven to warm 425 degrees. Take the bacon, open it up. Hasn't even warmed, haven't done any preheating. Put it in, close it, and it shall be done. Now, grab a third cup, as mentioned before, of egg whites. Pour that in the bowl. Make sure it's all in there. Gotta get all that protein goodness. Then we take our single egg, we crack it, open it in, there we go. Again, make sure you get it all in there, don't want to put anything to waste. Then you whisk. Whisk around until it's well integrated, making sure to get that yolk pretty much everywhere. All about, you don't want it to be too beat. Now, this is a technique that might take some time to get into. Remember, some merely adopt this cooking technique. I was born with it. Like to get an even coat on the pan. Make sure that it is covered with olive oil. It says that it's non-stick, but I call bullshit. So I add a little olive oil, about a tablespoon or so. Mix it around. Get it nice and well coated, mostly. as it being non-stick, it's a little difficult to get fully coated, but you want it to warm up. Be nice and warm for it. Should be ready to go. As the pan heats, we can marvel at the egg. Rich yellow gooiness. Delicious. Now, fire rises. And the pan is warm. We add the egg. Oh, get that satisfying sizzle. Scoop it out, make sure everything's there. To give everything a little touch, make sure it's not sticking, because as I said, this pan is awful. And things tend to stick. Oh, it is supposedly non-stick. Now first, it's important when constructing an omelette. Timing is everything. You must put the ingredients in the proper manner so as to not diminish their nutritional value nor their flavor. First things first, you add your leafy greens. Make sure they are chopped. Not too fine, you still want to have the texture of them. You take them, place them towards the top half of the omelette in the pan. I like to flatten them down a little bit, ensure that they get blanched and somewhat steamed, not fully, but a little bit. Ah, the fire has risen too much. Coax it slightly, but that's okay. I like a crispy omelette. Now that the leaves are in, feel free to add the tomato. Sprinkle it across the top. Well put about. Yes. It's coming together nicely. Finally, add the hot pepper, as I mentioned. Too much of the pepper can be a bad thing. Just the right amount, however. There's an important flavor and depth to any good meal. Not to mention the health benefits of your more spicy foods. Everyone knows they have a unique ability to increase one's metabolism, increasing your overall energy, mood, and quality of life. Now, this is important, but only when you see these bubbles that have come through the omelette, you are able to slide your spatula underneath. Only then, when it is completely solid, do you have my permission to flip. Ah, masterful. As you see, it is a nice brown color. Almost like what the French call it, crepe. I believe these are thin pancakes. I haven't explored the French cuisine too much, but now you give it a side. Let it cook slightly. Apply a little pressure should you want to. Always helps. And when you feel it is appropriate, usually about, I'd say 30 seconds, you scoop it underneath. Grab your omelette, you're slippery. I'm gonna have to grab you. And I like to give my pan a little tilt as well. Help flip the angle. And then in one quick motion, oh my, flip. The omelette is over, properly cooking. Making sure that the egg is cooked, the vegetables are not overcooked, and that it is all in all delicious. But now, I wonder which would cook first, the omelette or the bacon? Let us check. In the oven. Here's the bacon. It's taking a little bit of time. I'm going to increase the temperature there. As it cooks a little more thoroughly, you want crisp bacon. Again, it's all about the texture. Not only the smell and the taste, the sight. Presentation is important, but we shall get to that. Oh, as the omelette cooks, I want to keep touching it. It should be firm and resilient, but not hard. Not too unyielding. And it would appear that our omelette is cooked. Do you think being cooked gives you power over me? It does. They're delicious. Now, no longer rises. We have no need of it. She'll take the omelette, slide it ever so gently onto our plate. Beautiful. Now, as I did say, presentation does play a key factor while cooking. You want to make sure that it looks good as well as tastes good. So I just like to take my avocado, not the best looking, but you know, should be fine, and present it like so. Taking the small pieces, laying them atop the omelette as a sort of green shell, not unlike a ninja turtle. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful little breakfast. Now you might be wondering, what shall we do with this tortilla? Surely we cannot have it like this. It is stiff. I don't know what to do with it. Well, yet again, you place it on here, and the fire does rise. But not too much. It starts to flop down. It might get a little too crispy. Don't want to do that. You must regulate the control of the fire. Control the rising. It does not matter if it stays on for too long, but what does matter is your plan for it. As you can see, got a little avocado on there, but no matter. It shall all be the same. And now, got some nice little crisp marks on here. This is a high multigrain, ancient grain tortilla. Ouch, that is warm. And now that we have this beautifully plated and arranged, we can check on our bacon. It will be hot. Grab some kind of towel. If I had an oven mitt, I would use it, but Bane's kitchen has no need for such things. Oh, and also careful, because as does the fire rise, so does the heat. And I just got a face full of heat. Now my face is warm and uncomfortable. Ow. See, you do not even need to flip the bacon. It is ready. It's crisp. It's good. It's delicious. I cannot wait. So we take that, lay it on top of itself. Arrange the tortilla there. Ooh, look. Little. Little piece of turkey bacon. Won't have to go up. After all the instruction I've given you, if you now cannot prepare a delicious breakfast as this, then it will appear that cooking has defeated you. Talia, where is the kitchen soap? I told you. Oh, it's right there. Sorry, Talia. Soap's right here. I missed it. A little tired. I haven't had my breakfast yet. I've got to clean. But somebody doesn't want to do my dishes. I'm merely a protector, and you can't protect my goddamn dishes.